one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie Kward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Is it the way? You know, you love me. It's nothing like a live performance, y'all. Did y'all hear Miss Alicia Stringer Purnell? Happy Monday. I'm Jazzie Kward, and welcome to another edition of Jazzie After Dark Artist Talk. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It's Monday, and again, thank you all so much for taking a few minutes out of your evening to spend it with me, Jazzie. We have a great show lined up for you. We have recording artist Alicia Stringer Purnell with us tonight, along with the beautiful Miss Whittington Steele. You don't want to miss this amazing conversation. And I see people coming on in the room, but what I need you guys first to do is, you know what? Jump over right now, get your other device and go over to Kward Radio. Right over there, there's a little notification bell. Make sure you hit that twice. And if you don't, shame on you, your mom and them, your auntie them, your cousin and them, everybody in them, okay? Shame on you. Go over to kwardradio.com, my website, and make sure you subscribe to that. Are y'all ready to get this show started? I have been anticipating this conversation all day with these beautiful ladies. So let's go ahead and kick off Artist Talk right now.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie Kward.
Hey everybody, happy Monday, happy October, and all that jazz. Can you believe This month is almost over. The year is almost over. And I see people, as they say at the church, come on in the room. I see everybody coming into the space. Again, happy Monday. I see Sylvia Alton. Hey, Colleen, Sylvia Wilson, my brother Anthony Faulkner. Let me tell you, if you don't know Anthony Faulkner, shame on you. I see world renowned producer, songwriter, Mr. James Day is hanging out with us again. If you don't know any of these people, and again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Shame on you. You need to get to know all of them. And as you're coming in the room, if you could just hit that little, share button, share the video, share the live. It's all about support, everyone. And I see my friend Castella, she's in California. They know how to party, y'all, out there. And also in California, Rose Lady Edmonds. I hope I didn't miss anybody. The comments are going pretty fast. So I hope I didn't miss anyone. But if you don't know the Jazz Lovers Corner, shame on you. And if you don't know Jazzie Kward and Artist Talk, shame on you too, right? Well, tonight, everyone, a special, I know it's kind of different, right? So I have two guests on my show tonight. The first guest is, she's a recording artist, she's a vocal coach, she's a business owner, and she's also a mother. So we're going to be talking with Alicia Stringer Purnell tonight. And the very smooth and silky sounds of Miss Whittington Still. Did you hear how I said her name? Whittington Still. When you hear her voice, both of these ladies, you will stop in your tracks. So also, don't forget, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Again, we all know someone who has been affected by breast cancer. So participate, have y'all done any walks? They do the breast cancer walks, or walk for a friend, check on a friend. We need to do more of that. Take a friend to the doctor, wear your mask. We're still social distancing, wear your mask. As well as a birthday. If you're celebrating a birthday today, make sure you put that in the comments. Happy birthday to you. And let me know where everyone is watching from. Put your city and state so we can keep up with that too. Hey, my friend Gerald, thank you all so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, my first guest, she's a recording artist. She's a business owner. Again, she's a mother, Alicia Stringer Purnell. And she definitely has that it factor. And again, shame on you if you don't know this young lady. So we're going to talk with her tonight. She's my first guest, and I'm honored. I've had, I don't know, we'll talk about it. We've had a number of conversations, but I'm so excited to welcome her back, to welcome her on Artist Talk. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, artist, vocal coach, Miss Alicia Stringer Purnell.
Hi,
My friend,
Jazzie Kward.
don't you look beautiful tonight?
Oh, thank you. And my earrings. That's okay. Let's do the blue tonight.
But Alicia, I can say you've always been like fashion. Your fashion is always, you have your own style, and that's what I like about you.
Absolutely.
Unique. The hair is on point.
Absolutely.
The earrings and everything, everybody. But again, listen, welcome to Artist Talk. Thank you for coming on the show. But first, just how have you been doing?
I'm sorry.
How have you been doing?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. Today has been beautiful. It's been a beautiful weekend. And I already manifest this is going to be a beautiful week as well, because starting off, I am on Artist Talk with you on a Monday night. So I know it's going to go great.
It is going to go great. And I wanted to talk about, go back a little bit, that video. And you were singing that Jill Scott, Is It the Way? Where were you performing that at?
I was in Atlanta at Apache Cafe that night. So yeah, that was a real hot night.
This is a real, I could tell the crowd was there. And
Bananas.
So you can let people know that was before the pandemic, right?
Yes, this was before the pandemic.
You don't want nobody getting,
No. No, and they moved to a totally whole nother building now. And I think they have another location that I kind of scrolled on Instagram. So yeah.
Okay. Hey, I see everybody. People are saying hi, Alicia.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Chantel Graham. She is here. Thank you so much. If you don't know Dr. Graham, shame on you. Right. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for your support. But my friend Alicia, is Is this our second, third, or fourth conversation?
Second.
Okay.
Yeah.
We always talk, and I still do. I used to do another program called Up Close and Personal.
Yes.
And Alicia was on the show. She blew the house off, as always. I always tell people, you have to see her live. Her performance is live. So if you're ever in Montgomery, Atlanta, are there any other places you perform, Alicia?
Birmingham as well.
Okay, in Birmingham, Alabama. And before we get started, Alicia, let people know how they can follow you too on social media.
Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Alicia Stringer Purnell. Both Purnell, not Parnell and not Purnell. Perpur. So yeah, Facebook and Instagram. Follow me on both of those sites.
Okay, that is great. And hey, everybody, Alicia has her Cash App posted there tonight. She's gonna sing a little something for us. And we're gonna talk about support. It's also about support indie recording artists because hey, the struggle is real for all of us out here.
Absolutely.
It is all about support. But I want to ask you, my first question is, with the pandemic within the last 2 years, Alicia, what was your life before the pandemic?
Performing at least 2 times a week, during the weekdays. I mean, actually, to be honest, I did need that break. We all needed that break because we were going so hard, until it's like, oh man, we were really going hard. So I'm actually grateful for that break because it gave us time to sit back and just kind of think, sit back and strategize and analyze, and to put us at a better and new level for when we came back out. Actually, our first performance was this past May. Since the pandemic, we had not performed, and nothing was really open for us to perform. So, and when we came out hard, and we came out strong, and we've been going ever since.
We're going to street. And let people know the name of your band too.
Alicia Purnell and Hard Drive. And they use their hard drive because they drive hard in their music. Like, I have the best and amazing musicians. My keyboard is J Smooth. Like, we've been rocking for a very long time. My nephew, who is Alabama State Marching Hornet, he plays the drums for me. I have 2 bass players. They're dynamic. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. And again, I see everybody coming in the room, and we got recording artist Mr. Tony Walk with us. This is One Bad Brother, y'all. If you don't know Tony Walk, shame on you.
Yes.
And again, tonight, I'm your host, Jazzie Kward. I have 2 special guests, recording artist and vocal coach Alicia Stringer Purnell. And also coming up, we have a recording artist, Ostress, Miss Whittington Steele. Mm-hmm. So, Alicia, I do this segment called The Real You. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions. So it has nothing to do with your music career outside of that. This is a way for people to get to know Alicia Purnell a little better, okay?
Okay.
So my first question for you is, what's your favorite song to dance to and why?
Hey y'all, let's get retarded now that the party started. Go.
I love that.
Just for the simple fact, you can have a good time and dance on that song. Literally, I think I was out once and went in the restroom, do my lipstick or something, and I heard that song come on, like it was over with.
Music just makes us feel good and makes us vibe, and people be surprised. But people like jazz. Okay, I love jazz, but let me tell you, I love my hip hop. I love my trap music.
Absolutely.
You just love all that.
It's
But that,
no discriminating. Music is music. And I do say God created it all.
right.
Um, he gave everybody the pen to write. He gave everybody the lyrics. I mean, you can't come up with anything on your own without him. So he created music. He created cut. He created it all. So I have no, I mean, I have an 11-year-old, so I definitely have to keep up with the music, for the sake of him. But I like music, and I'll just be that way until forever. Like, I can see myself like 80, 90 years old still listening to, trap music.
That's
You
right.
know, hey,
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
right.
Let me ask you this. My second question is, what do you like about yourself and why?
I love my personality. I love my confidence. I love my looks.
Right?
Um,
It's all about self-love.
Absolutely. I just love my confidence. I love my spirit. I love my humbleness. I mean, I love myself. And I
Yeah.
tell people that all the time. That's like a major thing. Um, for progressing, for growing, because you can't do any of that until you love yourself, and you definitely can't love anyone else until you love yourself. So, I love everything about me, everything.
I love that response. I love that. And my third question for you, what is your most consistent prayer?
Psalm 91.
Okay.
Psalm 91. I pray that almost every day for the coverage of myself, my family, my home, my neighborhood, my neighbors, especially with this pandemic. Um, it says, "Make the Lord your most high, and make him your refuge." 10,000 will fall at your right side, but none of it will come near your tent. I mean, hey, I get churchy, but
I'm
Psalm 91, Psalm 91 is my all-time favorite prayer. That I can say any given time, any situation pop up, I just say Psalm 91. If something coming at me, I say Psalm 91. So
okay.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alicia Stringer Purnell, the doors of the church are open and we are passing the collection plate. Okay, okay. We ain't giving you no change back on that. Okay, so give me that 20. Okay, you got a 10. Okay, take off. So
Come on, come on, come on to the front.
come on to the front. So that's right, Dr. Chantel. Hey, Rod. Alicia Stringer Purnell, her Cash App is also posted there. And so, Alicia, just going right into the questions. My first question is this: why should people care about women, especially Black women, in soul, R&B, jazz, or gospel? Why should Black people, or why should people in general care about women in soul?
For number one, we're queens. That's number one. Number two, we have so much soul in us. We have so much personality in us. We have so many stories to tell. And it's being a woman, a mother, a sister, uh, just in general, a woman. We have a lot to say. We are strong. God made us strong. And people tend to, and not just to stray away from music, but people tend to just downplay women in every aspect of life, of sports, politics, just any type of thing. And actually now I'm thinking the women, and I'm not thinking, but I know the women are almost like running the game in a lot of things now. And I've been seeing that, like, we've been kicking doors and barriers open. And I've been seeing it like really lately, especially during this pandemic. I mean, we've been coming out with our businesses, been starting businesses. I mean, just all kind of things. So we are very important. Again, we are mothers. So we birth. So that means we birth music, we birth growth, we birth soul, we birth emotions, we birth we birth all of that. So Man.
Yeah, you said a mouthful there. Didn't she just spit that out, y'all? She spitted that knowledge out. But women are so powerful. And I think for me, growing up with a powerful mother, my mother was such a powerful Black woman. Just a woman in general. And I think about you, especially you being a mother, you in the music business. This business was primarily a male dominant business, primarily where the men were the band, the women just kind of came up to sing and perform. What's been like your struggle, say, as an independent recording artist, say having your music heard?
People supporting, that's the main thing. People support who they want to support. And it's just point blank period. And sometimes people, I don't know why we get so jealous of one another. If somebody's doing a little bit more than this and a little bit more than that, and I'm like, wow, it's not a race, it's not a competition. When you're confident in who you are and what you do and whose you are, then there's no need to be, competing with anyone. That's one thing I've never done, I never will do, and I don't know how to do. I don't know how to compete with anybody. I don't know how to be nobody but myself. So
Hey, Alicia, have you ever thought about this question? I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you do when the world is not ready for your sound, when the world is not ready for Alicia Purnell?
I keep going because eventually they will be. Really, they really are. They just don't want to, they don't want to recognize it. And that's been, people don't want to support, they don't want to recognize, they support who they want to support. And I'm like, it's all good. Never bother me because I still go. One thing about me, a show will always go on. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 5, 6. Well, there are 2 or 3 gathered. It goes the same thing for church. The show still will go on. And I've had crowds. Another thing, people don't want to go through the growing pains. When you don't want to go through the growing pains, you're not going to level up. I've had shows where I've only had a couple of people to show up, but guess what? Those few people, I guarantee you, we had a ball in there. And I just keep going. I don't let nothing stop me. Nothing stops me. So they'll get it eventually, because what's going to happen is the ones that they think are doing it, they're going to disappoint them. And then when people like me come up and come around, I'm hot now. Well, I was hot then. Back then you didn't know me, but now I'm hot. You're all on me. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all just catching up. I've been
catch up. Well, actually, you need to wake up. So not only that, wake up.
Wake up, everybody. Alicia Purnell said, look, I've always had that it factor. And if you just catching up and waking up, shame on you, not me.
Right. Absolutely.
Hey, everybody. Tonight, I'm your host, Jazzie Kward, and you tuned into Artist Talking. I'm talking with artist and vocal coach and business owner, Miss Alicia Purnell, who's a special guest. And like Dr. Chantel Graham said, pass the collection plate. And producer, Mr. James, they said, when the world says no, my heart says go. Okay?
Yes.
So, hey, everybody, stick around. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with more conversation with Alicia Purnell. And you know what, y'all? She's going to sing a song for us. She's going to blow us out of here. Keep it locked right here. Here on Jazzie
Bright Star Award-winning Best International Artist Candy Switson is coming to the UK. Don't miss the Queen of Sophisticated Soul performing live for 2 dates, one in London and one in Birmingham. The Midas Touch Tour starts on Tuesday the 9th of November 2021 at the Pheasantry in Chelsea, London, and then continues on Friday the 12th of November at the Pizza Express Live in Birmingham. That's the award-winning Candy Switson in the UK this November. To book tickets for either date, visit pizzaexpresslive.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Artist Talk. We were having some technical difficulties, you know, things happen, y'all, but the show must go on. I appreciate your your patience. We're live, and y'all know I blame, hey, it happens, and we just have to keep things moving, right? Okay, y'all. So Alicia, we're talking with artist and vocal coach Alicia Purnell. And Alicia, I'm just really anticipating. I don't know what you're going to sing for us tonight, because I know you said you hadn't decided, but I hope you're going to sing one of the song I love to hear you sing too.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go with that one then.
We're going to go and tell us a little bit about the song. I know it's a cover song, but it's so popular, isn't it?
Tennessee Whiskey. Tennessee Whiskey is a song that definitely here in Montgomery, Alabama, that song can get played anywhere and people will go like straight crazy or bananas. Just a love song. It's real music. And I don't sing anything that I can't relate to, and I don't sing music that is not, we got our old school music. I mean, as far as our Frankie Beverly and Mays, Earth, Wind and Fire, all those old school. So I keep it real. And I definitely sing songs that I can relate to and definitely tell the story to. Because that's a very, very, very important thing.
I love that. I love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, national recording artist and vocal coach, Miss Alicia Purnell. She's going to sing us a little Tennessee Whiskey. Go ahead and get your whiskey, and we're going to
exactly. Yeah, cups up.
Go ahead and
not Wild Irish Rose now. Come on now. Used to spend my nights out in the bar room. Liquor was the only love I known. Oh, but you rescued me from reaching the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. Helpless singing, y'all, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I say so on your love all the time. Oh, I look for love in all the same places. Yes, I did, y'all. Oh, found the bottle of a bottle always dry. Oh, but when you pour out your heart, I couldn't waste it. And there's nothing like love that gets me high. Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're sweet strawberry wine. You're as old as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay on your love all the time. You're smooth as soon as you whiskey. You're sweet, sweet as strawberry wine. You're an old as a glass of brandy. Honey, I see something on your love all the time. Yes.
Lord, have mercy, have mercy. I was almost over here in tears. Alicia, shame on me, because let me tell you, when I first heard that song is when I first heard you sing. I don't know. It was somewhere I heard you sing, and I kept saying to myself, I've never heard that song before.
Probably downtown.
Probably somewhere downtown. I know you sing a lot of places here in Montgomery. You sing on the Alabama Riverboat, and if you ever come to Montgomery, I mean, you took my breath away. And y'all, if you think she sang that song, you should hear her sing a gospel song. You should hear her sing. She could just sing just about anything. And
I can. I never limit myself. A voice major, Alabama State University. So opera, I never limit myself. I can sing anything.
You can, yes, you can. And can you give us just a snippet of maybe one of your gospel, of just a gospel song, just anything?
When you're lonely and your heart is filled with despair, remember God cares. God cares for you. Ooh. And when you're in doubt and you can't find your way out, He will see you through. Yes, He will. Oh, just call on the name of Jesus. Just call His name. Oh, how precious, precious. Oh, how precious, precious, precious is His name.
You know what?
I know y'all know it.
I do. I'm just throwing everything at you, and everything I can find. I'm just throwing, and let everybody know. Also, if they want to come worship with you on Sunday morning, your church, let them know what church you attend to too.
Actually, this past Sunday, I was at St. John, AME Zion. Henry Terry. I don't know if y'all know Henry Terry, but awesome, amazing person, awesome musician. I'm in different places every week, so you just have to follow me and see. If you want to know, you follow me and see, and we'll see you there, meet you there, and we'll give God the glory and all that good stuff right there.
Right. Well, I can say you have always. You are such a blessing and a friend. You have blessed me tonight and everyone on this live. And I see my friend Jay Ross is on. If you don't know Jay Ross, shame on you. Again, Alicia, Purnell, her Cash App is listed there. Alicia Purnell Music, whatever you can give and support. It's all about support, ladies and gentlemen. Pass the collection plate, send her a little something and support. And Alicia, again, let everybody know on social media how they can find you.
Again, Alicia Stringer Purnell, Alicia. And then you just type in Purnell, Purnell, Facebook and Instagram. Just try to keep it simple, so people can go right in and look at it. But yeah, Alicia Purnell, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. And real quick before you go too, let them know also she's also a business owner, y'all. So again, she's a mother, she was a recording artist. You know, this lady definitely has that it factor, and she's always striving. Let them know about your business too.
I have a detox tea business, ISO Detox Tea, with a wonderful coach, Stormy Whittington, who is a amazing person. My coaches from out of Atlanta, Keelani, Rashonda. I got team members in Tuskegee, all over the place. My music business. I'm also a transcriber, professional transcriptionist, and some other things that I do here and there on the side that I'm about to get ready to bring to pass. Everybody's just waiting to see what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm coming for you.
Okay. Well, we cannot wait, Alicia. I would love for you to come back on the show anytime, my friend.
Yes.
Anytime. And before you go, any words of advice or wisdom you can give any, young girl or young man even seeing this, it's like, oh yeah, I want to do what she does.
Just keep moving. You got to keep it moving. You can't let anything stop you. I recently just purchased a home a few months ago, and I had some challenges, and I never stopped. Actually, I was supposed to close on about 3 homes until I finally got to what I needed to be, and I never did stop. So just keep going. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anybody put anything in your ear that's not trying to do anything themselves, or just keep going. Just don't stop. That's always been my thing. I just don't stop. I keep going. I do not let anything stop me. I do not let anybody talk me out of anything. Everybody has their own destiny. Everybody has their own gift. God gave us each and every last one our own individual gift. As far as I can't do your gift, your gift is amazing. So keep going. No matter what the views look like, whatever, just do not stop. When you stop, you give up on yourself. So don't stop.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, recording artist, vocal coach, Alicia Stringer Purnell. Thank you so much, my friend. We will talk soon, and continue blessings to you. Okay.
Absolutely. Same thing to you. I love you so much.
I love you too. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Wow. Did y'all enjoy? Alicia Stringer Purnell. I'm telling y'all, I told y'all she had that it factor. So, wow, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, I've been anticipating. She's such a beautiful spirit, Miss Whittington Steele. She's coming up, and we're going to take a short little break, and we're going to come back with our next guest, jazz, soul, and R&B singer and songwriter, Miss Whittington Steele. You don't want to miss this up close and personal conversation right here on Artist Talk. Hey everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm Jazzie Kward, and I am so excited. I've been anticipating, me and my next guest, we chat, and well, I'll tell you about that a little later. Whittington Steele. Did you see how I'm saying her name? Did you hear how I said that name? Whittington Steele. Such a powerful name. And I want to ask her also about the name and how she came up with that. This jazz, soul, R&B singer, songwriter. I always say to myself, she's a quiet storm, a force not to be reckoned with. Her voice is a vehicle for spirit, y'all. Y'all are gonna enjoy this sister, her amazing talent and her amazing gift. And I'm just so happy and honored to have her on my platform that she can have a conversation with me tonight, y'all. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome jazz, soul, and R&B singer and songwriter Miss Whittington Steele to Artist Talk.
Hello, hello, Jazzie. I don't know who's gonna make me cry harder, you or Alicia. My goodness, shame on me because I didn't know about her, and I'm sitting over here holding back the tears as she preached and prayed and sang and gave the best advice. It's like, can we just put you on a bullhorn and ride you through the streets? But I am so honored to be here with you tonight. I am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Whittington, for, again, taking the time out of your busy schedule to have a conversation with me, Jazzie. I appreciate that so much.
This is what I do it for. This is fun. This is it. Yeah.
And by the way, you look absolutely radiant tonight. You're
thank you.
You do.
Thank you.
The yellow, I love yellow too. And I see you have a little yellow in there, and your earrings are pretty too.
They're compliments of the Whittington Steele collection. So yes, thank you.
And we're going to talk about Whittington Steele collection. So if everyone could also go ahead and put the hashtag shame on you in the comments section too. And people, Tootie Malone, recording artist, she said, oh, so beautiful. She is.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So Whittington, just to get the show started, how was your day today? How are you doing, by the way?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. I am. I've been excited since I found out that you wanted me to come on your platform. And you know that we do chat at least once a week, and I respect you, and I respect what you do and how you do it. You have a professionalism about yourself because you care, and I can get behind that. So I'm honored that you think, hey, Whittington Steele fits this bill. And so thank you.
Again, I've said for the longest, I can't recall how I first discovered this phenomenal woman in Whittington Steele, but I have to say to myself, shame on me for not knowing her sooner. But I'm so glad I know Whittington Steele now.
Oh, thank you, Jazzie. Thank you. Yep, and I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you. You're stuck with me. So
I am definitely stuck with Whittington Steele. And I see the comments, and they're saying, Whittington, your hair is on point.
Thank you. And I was worried about it.
Your hair is beautiful. It is.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hello, everybody.
So Whittington, I'm going to start off with 3 questions. I call this segment The Real You. Yes. It has nothing to do with you as a singer, songwriter, just for people to get to know who Whittington Steele is outside of the music, in a sense. Okay. I promise not to get too much in your business.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
So Whittington, my first question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Egypt.
Egypt. Okay.
It would be Egypt. I have always been fascinated with the land, the pyramids, everything about Egypt. The museums, I would love to be able to just walk through the museums and learn more about all of the kings and queens that grace that land. Like that is a rich soil. And I would love to go there and just be there.
Yeah, I saw when I'm glad you mentioned. I saw a couple of my friends maybe about 2 years ago. They had the opportunity to go to Egypt, and just looking at the photos, that they said they felt like their whole body had been to. They just like Jazz. I felt renewed. That my whole body. It's like I felt like a whole different person
Mm,
when I went to Egypt.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
I could only imagine that. Yeah, I would love to go there, and I'd love to live there.
Okay. So my second question for you, Whittington, is what do you wish you had more time to do?
More time. I wish I had more time to work with children.
Oh,
I wish they stayed children longer
yeah.
so they could really absorb
Mhm.
love and attention that they need before going out into this world. It seems
Right.
like they don't have enough time. They don't have enough time to get all they need from us before they
Right.
come out into this world and try to live.
And trying
So
to.
yeah, wish I had more time
Oh, wow.
to spend with teaching children, and I wish the children had more time to just be children.
Your
Yeah.
choice. I love that. I think about that. I miss the days. I can remember growing up Whittington, and I would tell my mom and dad, I said, you know what? I can't wait till I get grown and get out of your house. So, when you look back at that, I think
You're like,
about what
oh, only I could turn back the clock, right?
if
Mhm.
only I turn back the clock. Thank you so much for that. That really
Mhm.
does. And my last question for that segment of the real you is, what about you has grown in the last 5 years?
In the last 5 years, that is very interesting because that's about the length of time I've been in Florida. And emotionally, spiritually, I have just grown closer to my creator who
Mm.
shows me and reminds me who I am, whose I am, what I am capable of, that I
Mhm.
may not have recognized just 6 years ago.
Hey, come on, somebody.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I've grown and I've just become closer. And I tell you, the closer I get,
Mhm.
the better my life becomes, the better I sing, the
Oh, yeah.
better I can express myself. It's almost like he's just in my ear because I ask for him to stay with me. I ask for the right words to say. I ask to be a blessing. So, yeah, that keeps me
That's
humble.
I love that. We are passing the collection plate, and and Candace Woodson said, and the church says, Amen.
Hey, Candace. Amen, sweetheart. She's an awesome vocalist. I can't wait to see her live.
I know. So everyone, make sure you go over to whittingtonsteel.com. That's Whittington's website. You know, while we're on there, while you're checking out the website, because I know we have multiple devices. So while you're on your laptop, or your tablet, make sure you go and download these songs, y'all. Like you better know what to do. The Chase. We're going to talk about her song, The Chase, which is an Amazon movie, The Chase. Is that the name of the movie, Whittington? Make sure I have that
The
right.
movie is called Chase Street.
Chase Street.
The
Okay.
Amazon movie series is Chase Street, and then the song is The Chase.
Let's Chase. And songs like Missing You, Don't Be Afraid. Well, she know I always say this. Why are you here? That's a little joke. I always sing Whittington's song. But again, thank you so much for answering those the real you moment questions.
Oh,
And
thanks for asking them. They were great questions.
oh, thank you so much. And just to go back, Whittington, the pandemic, and I always tell people it's been a blessing, it's been a curse. So, I'm going to ask you the question I asked my other guests is, how was your life before the pandemic? And how have you been just navigating through all of this?
I would say before the pandemic, it wasn't a clear view. There wasn't a clear path. And then during and now in it, and hopefully after, I'm on point.
Yeah.
I have a clear view of my path and I'm on it. Whereas before, I may have been a little here, a little there, a little everywhere. And that's not the answer. We have to get focused, and having that time to be just alone and at home and not out and about. It really gave me time to just hone in on my path.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think even I'm glad you mentioned that. And something, Whittington, when the pandemic happened, I've never been a person, and my mom used to always tell me, Corey, I'm just using Corey, but she's like, you need to write things down. My mother was so professional and organized, and I wish I had a little bit more of that. And
Oh my goodness, you have a lot of that, but go ahead.
I want to be a little better at it. And during the pandemic, I found myself trying to be more creative. Things that I sat on and procrastinated about. It's like, come on, Jazzie, get yourself together. I had to start writing things down because I'm a person, I always want to keep everything here. And I realize I'm getting older and, we have to write things down. So I start keeping a journal. Sometimes, it's not, I don't always have the book with me, but if I have like a little index card, I make sure I write down things that I need to do, things I want to work on. How can I create? How can I become a better person? What can I do to maybe support a friend?
Yes.
Just something like, did you find yourself being more creative during that time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I was working on the album, right? The Project 617. And then COVID just came and it stopped me from recording as much and flying and just traveling back and forth to do what I needed to do. It just said, stop that. So I had to say, okay, what can I do? And that's when that imagination that you have, that you should never lose. And that's why it's good to teach children it's okay to have an imagination. I had to tap into that and say, let's bring out all of the ideas that you thought were dead ideas, or things that you didn't think you could do because it's too late. I've been around now for over 15 years singing, Jazzie. There comes a time when someone can say, maybe that window has closed. And I used to say that until I said it to the right person and they said, sweetheart, that window is wide open. Don't you ever stop. It's your time. I don't know what happened then. It wasn't time for you then. You weren't around the right people. You didn't have access. And the truth is, I wasn't who I am today. I wasn't the spiritual being that's open and listening for what is right and for the path that I'm supposed to be on and for others that I'm supposed to help and being obedient and listening. There's so many facets of the creativity, but it just is not all about me. Right. When I think about what I can do and what I can create, I'm thinking about who else I can create it for, Jazzie. Wow. I think about the Jazz Supper Club I want, not just for me, for my indie artists to come and perform. Right. And have a place, or we all have a place to get dressed up like we used to many, many years ago, and dress to the nine and come out and have the best evening with the best entertainment.
That's right.
And then when I think about a label, an indie label where artists can actually come in, feel safe, be truly and fully developed. Right. Not made into something else that they don't know about or care to be, but just to be enhanced. And I just have so many ideas. So yes, your answer, the answer to that question, I went back to writing like yourself. And Michael Collier, he encouraged me to start a vision board. And I kept saying, I'm going to do it. Well, I finally started it. and I probably went overboard. Like where it says the Whittington Still Collection, I actually took Swarovski crystals and made little jewelry and glued them to the board.
I love that.
It's pretty, you know, and I have crystals all over. Crystals are special to me. I have crystals all over the board, and I need it too, because I have all of these ideas that were still the same ideas I've had, but I didn't do anything with most of them. And I figured, oh, that might be too far out of my reach. And that's how the pandemic time makes you hone in and focus and come back to what you said you wanted to do and how you can do it. Okay. And I'm just getting closer and closer to everything that's on the board. The fragrance line, I want a fragrance line. I used to sit around as a little girl and draw bottles of perfume and come up with catchy names, you know, just pretty bottles, and would color them in and make all different shapes. I have those on my board, you know? Wow. So yeah, sky is the limit. The sky is the limit.
Yes, it is, my friend.
And the sky never ends.
No, it doesn't. So Whittington, I'm gonna ask you this. Why are you here? I just Whittington, can we hear a little? Can we hear you sing? Why are you here?
Yeah, you want me to sing it? You want me to go on and put the music on and sing it?
You can go ahead and put the music on, and we're going to talk a little bit more for that.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is international recording artist.
Whoa. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I really wanna know. I really wanna know. Yeah. Yeah. I really wanna know. I really wanna know. There are times when we know when we're wrong, but it shows, yeah. When we want what we want, be it wrong, be it right, in the day or the night, it doesn't really matter. Why are you here? Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh. Why are you here? I really need to know. I really need to know. I really need to know. Did you come to be free? Is it not about me? Or is it all in your head? You know, the one that lies in my bed. Why are you here? I really want to know. Why are you here? I really need to know. Talk to me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I really want. You gotta tell me why. Oh, I really want to know. I really want to know. Did you? Well, did you? Did you come to be free? Is it not about me? Could it be all in your head? You know, the one that lies in my bed. Why are you here? Why? Tell me, oh, you gotta tell me. I really wanna know why, oh, why, please tell me. With that being said, when I see you again, I'll know what you've come for, 'cause I miss you, old friend. Can't stand no confusion, no. I just really wanna know, won't you tell me so? Won't be an addiction, I can't stand an affliction. No. Why are you here? I really wanna know. I really need to know. Why are you here? I really wanna know. Tell me. Show me. Oh, baby. Tell me, baby. I really wanna tell me. Oh, you got to tell me. Why are you here? I really wanna know.
You know what?
Yes.
Why are you here?
I'm here because I love Jazzie Kward.
You know what? I done forgot all my questions, my thoughts. You know what? With it, I'm gonna just ask some people instead of, you know what? Just, we can go off, and I'm just gonna ask some people sometime. You know what? Why are you here? What is it that you? Why are you here?
And that is a question, Jazzie, we should be asking everyone who claims they want a role in our lives. And then we need to say to ourselves, we need to ask ourselves, why are we here? Whatever it is, whatever here is, why?
Why?
In the song, it's a relationship, obviously. But really, we need to ask everyone that question.
You know what? Shame on me. Shame on me, because that's something I really need to ask myself too. Why am I here?
So why are you here? You always ask me.
Let me tell you, why is Jazzie Kward here? I am here. I am just a person of genuine support. I want to be able to support people like yourself and Alicia, Dr. Chantel, Chef D, Candace, anybody. Let me tell you what my vision is that, okay, own network, whatever network is listening, is to provide a major platform for indie recording artists. I love all, I get the politics of the music business. I get that. But artists like yourself, Sylvia Wilson, can't, so many others to provide a major platform, because I always see indie artists, they kind of put on the small stage. Say, for example, I go to the Essence Fest. I love the Essence Fest. And I know they have a main stage, they have a little lounge. But what I notice is, why isn't this artist on the main stage? Why are they over here? Oh, we're coming to the lounge and see this particular artist. They promote the mainstream artists, but and people will say, "Oh, I didn't know this artist was here." So I want to be able to provide a platform, Whittington, to be able on a major network, to be able for those artists to be seen and be heard. I know they have seen, I know they've heard, but they need to be put out front and center. And, a lot of times at these, Jazz Fest, my goal is to start. I also have a nonprofit that I'm working on to support indie recording artists, and that is coming soon, people. And I'm just honored to be able to have this platform that I have here, that I basically started Whittington during the pandemic,
Wow.
as I was sitting and say, hey, it's had its hiccups, it's technical difficult, but that's okay.
Yeah,
You just,
that happens.
yeah, that happens. You keep on moving. But I just want to say, artists like yourself, just thank you so much for giving us.
Thank you. Thank you. Because guess what? I could sing all day in the house, but unless there's someone like yourself who says enough of this, where are the indie artists? We're underground. We've been underground because we feel safer there. And now the masses are asking us to come out.
Right.
And we're still very careful. We're still in charge. We still own everything. So if they want us, they have to take all of us just like that, as we are. We're not selling our souls. We're not changing our look. We're not going under cosmetic surgeries. We're not doing it. We're not going to start singing about things we don't like to sing about. You're not going to see Whittington Still on stage or with a piano, half naked, having to do some things to show an audience, look at me. No, I want you to hear me. I want you to hear my message. And if that's not good enough, I'll stay underground. I'm okay here. I'm happy.
That's right. I tell you, Whittington Still, she has that it factor. And if you don't know Whittington Still, shame on you.
Jazzie, you know what I wanted to tell you too about your answer to why are you here when I asked you that? Everything you said, you've just put it out there, love. Yeah. It's happening. Like this is what you are doing. When we talk about scales, small scales, large scales, it's a scale. It's a scale. Right? For measurement. That's another thing I love about Egypt. That's another conversation with the scales and the balancing, But you've said it, you've put it out there, you have it in motion. Yeah. The only way it can go is up. Right. And then it's like what we do on Saturdays, connecting the dots. And then the full picture will appear, right?
It will definitely appear. And I see Ron and I see Starlene Bay. Thank you so much for Starlene for stopping by. And I like something that we were talking about. When I say Whittington Still is such a class act, it's very hard when you find singers of such, I say, statuesque, and I know I don't like to compare, but I know when people hear your voice, they hear the comparison. I think Anita Baker, and you hear Phyllis Hyman. I hear some Jean Carn within the sound of Whittington Still voice. But when I think about singers and Black women, and I know you sing jazz, soul, R&B. I'm going to ask you the same question too I asked my last guest is, why should people care about women in jazz and soul music, and especially Black women?
Well, you know, someone who just popped in my head when you asked that question was Lena Horne.
Oh yeah.
And years ago, I was doing a play, and I got to act and sing. And acting is like, because modeling was my first love, never got to really see that to fruition. And then acting and then singing. So I was in this play. We had just got the word that Lena Horne passed away.
Oh,
And we were on, I think, the second day of the play. We swapped one of the songs out for Stormy Weather.
okay.
And of course, it was too late to try to get the right music and all of that. So there was a perfect scene, and I came in and I just sang Stormy Weather a cappella. And the folks just lost their minds because we just found out, and it was just so fitting. I don't know why it wasn't in there to begin with.
Okay.
But when I think about women like that, and what I do is I go to concerts right at home. I did this before the pandemic. You know, you can just Google Lena Horne, Nina Simone, whoever you want, and you can see them in concert. And I sit and I enjoy the concerts. Lena Horne has some amazing concerts,
Yeah.
but they are the mothers of this. Now, what's interesting is a lot of them didn't have it like we have it. They had to go through the back door. Physically, literally, I couldn't imagine. They had to walk around the back of the building, but they wanted their entertainment.
Right.
Oh, yes, they did. And they had to be a certain way. They had to carry themselves. They had to know how to speak. They had to know how to mingle and how to have a conversation. And I think just watching them and admiring that whole era has helped me to be who I am today, because I admire that over anything. It's classy. They were classy. They paved the way for us.
Right.
So they're very important. And then for the women that are coming up today and singing the jazz, I've had so many musicians, the men, say, we can play these instruments all day long, but once we have that woman come up to the mic, it's like it all comes together and becomes a reason. Yeah, because we're better together. We're so much stronger together.
So much stronger together. Because if you go back and even think about it, Whittington, even, you know, jazz was in a sense kind of born out of slavery. And if you go back in history and look at artists, I'm not sure if anyone on here tonight is familiar with Hazel Scott.
Oh my goodness. Well, I see her play both of those pianos, and she's having such a good time. I mean, I just sit and I feel like I'm right there in the audience. But if you don't know who she is, I'm telling you guys, check her out.
You need to Google Hazel Scott. She was also one of the first Black women, I think in 1950, to have her own television show. You know, she was also very instrumental. She was very vocal too. She was very big in human and civil rights. So when you think about the foot soldiers, and especially women, and I know this is primarily been a male-dominant field, the man have been the band, and then the woman comes, the vocalist, and adds her vocals or arrangements into the band. But you know, do you believe, Whittington, that women get the acknowledgement that they deserve in the music business today?
No, sadly, no. And the men will admit that they couldn't really have the complete picture without them. But for some reason, they're still not, you know, I don't want to say put on a pedestal, but they're just not seen as something that is extremely necessary. And that's almost in any walk of life, which is sad.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but we have to, like Alicia said, we have to just keep on pushing, keep knocking at the door. I look at obstacles sometimes and I'm like, you know what? That's when you kick the door down. And you stood there and you knocked long enough, and you know that you have the right message, and you just need somebody to open up that door that you've been put in front of. And that's when you just have to just kick it down. But when you think about the women and how, like Hazel Scott, most of them were activists, right? Okay. And rightfully so, because if you were performing, but you knew that you couldn't have all the benefits of the others that were performing because of the color of your skin, you definitely would want to speak up against that and say, hey, what can we do? So I'm sure they did a lot more than we even know about.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most.
And I think that's a message for us today when we get together. You know, let's have something to really talk about and to start movements that are worth talking about and starting and being a part of, you know, because there are people coming up after us, and then what?
Then what? And I want to continue that conversation. My producer said that he has a little surprise or snippet of something he wants to show during this segment.
Oh no. Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah. He's
Amazing.
amazing.
Just so effortlessly.
Effortlessly. And you know what, Whittington, and I was thinking about, and you think about musicians back during that time. As you mentioned, they had to go through the back door. And I'm thinking about even today, being an indie artist and just people in general about support. What do you think happened today during that time where I think a lot of artists, it's like we lost a lot of that support. And it's enough for us to go around for everyone. But do you think that we have gotten so caught up in the fame and, I have to get a Grammy, I have to win. And I think all those things are important. But okay.
I'll answer it. What I think, and this is just my opinion, Jazzie, but what I think is we're brainwashed a lot of times with what's put in front of us 24/7. And they've told the masses for so long that this is music and this is a celebrity. This is what they look like, sound like, act like, sing like.
Right.
And they do exactly what we say.
Right.
And so they'll be everything we want them to be, including not the best role models, right? What better way to keep us just blind and ignorant? Not all, just some of the mainstream celebrities, right?
Right.
Versus those who are indie that are most times indie because they won't reform, they won't sell their soul, they won't sing about the foolishness. They're bringing awareness. You see how they got rid of awareness in rap. They didn't want that. They didn't want that. So they did away with that. The same they tried to do with the indie artists, because most indie artists have great messages. They're really talented and they stand on their own. Sometimes people think about indie and they think less than, but if you ask me, sometimes it's a better quality. They've put more passion, more time, and they're very serious because they've had to do it themselves. I know me. I don't have a team. I don't have financial backing. I don't have that. Everything I do, it comes out of my pocket. Right. I don't have supporters like that, investors like that. Right. Not yet anyway. Yeah. But when it comes to the support, it's just like it trickles in. And for the US, I have to give props to the UK. Right. The UK does not care about the same things the US cares about when it comes to the music and the support and the quote unquote status of the artist.
Why do you think that, Whittington?
Because they know better.
Right.
They know better. They know good music
Mhm.
and they appreciate it. Sometimes when you have too much to choose from, Jazzie, and when you have things just thrown at you, the same things, the same one, you become, you get tunnel vision.
Right.
But in the UK, they're not afraid to hear something, love something, and want to promote it. It's new to them. They don't have a billion things to choose from, and they're not afraid to step out of the box and play something other than mainstream artists and what we've made mainstream.
Right.
They are the reason why you saw me.
Yeah.
The UK has interviewed me. They play my music. I think there are over 100 UK DJ presenter stations that support me and play my music on a regular basis. And I want to say about a dozen interviews that I've had and still to have with them. That is the first stop I have to make when we are cleared to travel, because I'm so grateful to all of them. Paul Mason, Nigel Waymark, there's so many, and Key Jam and Chester. It's just
Right.
I just sit sometimes and I marvel at how they don't care about, oh well, so and so is not playing that yet, so I better lay back, I better wait. I am originally from South Jersey, and which is just like Philadelphia, right?
Right.
WDAS FM. It's funny you're WVAS, but WDAS does not play my music.
Wow.
Everybody back home wants to know why. I said, call the station and ask them.
Yeah.
I have friends who work there. I don't want to put them on the spot, but it's like, well, what's up? So I understand the politics of it. That is something that it still exists in the UK, the politics, but they have their own mind when it comes to what they're going to play. If it's good, they want it in their hands. I will tell any indie artist on this platform, if you haven't already, get your music to the UK, because they will play it, they will interview you, they will talk about you, they will share, and then they'll invite you over eventually to perform. So that's what I have to say about that. And I told you I was going to try to keep myself contained. I talk too much.
You are perfectly fine, Whittington. You know what? Everybody that's on the live, and even for those who go back and watch the replay, please go over to whittingtonsteel.com. Check out Whittington's website. And again, as we were talking about, even support, as she was talking about over in the UK and here in the US, everybody that's on this live, whether you have it or not, get it again. Make sure you go and download Whittington's song. You better know what to do. The Chase, Missing You, Don't Be Afraid, Why Are You Here? Oh, this beautiful, I'll call it real music. I'm a lyric person. I listen to the lyrics. But what I need to do before I continue that, I do a segment called Shame on You, which is we give away a gift. And Whittington was gracious enough. She's going to give away a surprise gift for us tonight. So if you didn't type in hashtag shame on you, you have a few seconds. We'll give you about 30 seconds, and you can go ahead and put the hashtag shame on you. And we're going to see who's going to be the lucky winner of a surprise guest, of a surprise gift from Whittington Steel. I'm so anticipating this.
I love this game. I love it.
I love make sure while you go over to Whittington Steel, make sure you also subscribe to the website. Okay.
Yes.
Please subscribe on the website and let them know, Whittington, also other social media sites that they can follow you on.
So I would love it if you came over to my Spotify, find me on Pandora, follow me there. I just created a band camp, thanks to Jazzie and Chef D. And I'm loving that. That shows me everything that's going on and where you guys are. You get to actually send me personal messages and I can just respond almost in real time. So the band camp, it's all under Whittington Steel. And if you just Google me, it'll just take you and show you everything that's available. Like I said, I've been around for a while now, and I'm grateful that the U.S. is saying, we see you, Whittington. And yeah.
Jazzie Kward definitely sees Whittington. Okay, everybody?
Yeah.
So I think if you put the hashtag shame on you, and I think we're ready to kick off the little segment here. Shame on you. My producer said he's ready. So y'all, let's go. Let's see.
There's just one thing I want you to say.
What's that, baby?
Call me up and say you're on your way.
I'm on my way.
Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what
Oh,
it do.
Yay! Congratulations, Sylvia.
congratulations, Sylvia Wilson, for winning. And Whittington, you were going to give away some, and I don't know if you had it with you to show.
I could. I have to go through them though.
Oh, no. I thought you had it there with you, but you're
No,
gonna.
I should have. I'm sorry, but you know what's funny? How the universe works. So I wanted to send Sylvia, because we talk. I wanted to send Sylvia a piece anyway, and it was perfect for her. So look at that. Like, that's what I'm talking about, Jazzie. Like, being when you're on the path,
Right.
things come to you and it's easy. So it's a beautiful bracelet with earrings to match. The color is it's a beautiful plum.
Right.
So I hope she likes that.
I'm
And
sure.
it's perfect. I make my bracelets with magnets because bracelets are hard to get on if you're alone, if you don't have anybody to do it. And so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make the length of my necklaces, right, easy, the same, easy to be able to just put on
Oh, I
the
like
wrist. And it's now my bracelet that won't come off because it's a magnet.
Oh, wow.
So that bracelet is a magnet, and with the earrings to match. So yes, I'm excited about that. I get to send her that.
Yeah. And everybody also go over to whittingtonsteel.com. And real quick, Whittington, would you tell them about your jewelry line? And I need everybody to go over to that site and purchase some jewelry.
And I have some pieces that aren't even up there yet. So you see something you like, if it's already been sold, I will not make the same exact piece twice. That is the best thing about the Whittington Steel collection, because women like to have originals. They don't really want anything that anyone else has, anything. So the only thing I can help in that department with is the jewelry. So unless you have like a wedding party and they all need to have the same piece, then I will do it. But for the most part, they're all unique, handmade. When you see the wires that are wrapped around certain pieces, I have set and wrapped them all myself in a different color wire. And before I send them out, there's some of them there. Those are from an older collection. Yeah. Before I send them out, I send just a nice quick prayer that whoever is going to wear the jewelry, that they be blessed. And I do a little something extra, and the person who receives them is always surprised, because most times there's more than one piece. The piece they purchase is there, and then I throw a little something, a little offering there, and they're like, "Oh my God, I didn't even know it was always under the cotton or something." So I just love that, Jazzie. I love that.
I love that. And hey, Tasha Mack says her line is original, like her voice and style. And everybody, if you don't know Tasha Mack and Chit Chat with Tasha Mack, shame on you.
Thank you, Tosh. I love you.
Shame. If you also, hey, to Kat Carter. If you don't know Friday Night Live with Kat Carter, also shame on you for not tuning in to.
Hi, Kat. Yeah.
To Kat. And Whittington,
you got a lot of guests on there.
I do. Yes. Thank you so
Can't
much.
wait till I can go back with my glasses and actually see the messages.
And see the messages. In Whittington, tell us your song, the chase that's in the movie, the Amazon movie, Chase Street. Could you tell us how you got involved with that?
Absolutely. So, like I said, I'm from South Jersey. And long story short, the producers, writers, and where they're filming it, it's all my classmates from elementary on up to high school. And I kept telling them how proud I was of them. It's a rough city. You come out of it, that's one good thing. But then you come out and you actually do something positive, and you do something where you're giving back, and you're really making a good name for yourself, because there's so much talent there. So I'm always pleased to see that. And I kept telling them, I said, Nate Banks and Denny Brown, I said, I'm going to gift you guys a song. And they probably heard stuff like that of me. And so I said, oh, okay, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Right.
And I went into the studio and I told my engineer, I have to do one song first. It's the first song I have to do. I have to do it. We got to get it done right. And the timing that I wanted to do it, I didn't even know the music supervisors for the show were in a meeting.
Okay.
And they were having a meeting about the music. And I reached out to Nate Banks. It was like, I don't know, we got it mastered like by 2 a.m. And I was too excited to just, oh, I'll call him in the morning. No. So I messaged him, I sent him the song. They were so excited about it, and he's been asking me for more music ever since, because now they have a new movie, Uncle Rufus' Last Wish, which is Michael Collier is Uncle Rufus, and some other celebrities and actors, great actors, comedians. I think, I don't want to get it wrong, but there's Cuba Gooding's brother in it. Yeah, and I think Bruce, I want to say, but just amazing. And they wanted me to fly up there last year for cameo, and probably could, be in a club scene where I'm actually singing. But I did not feel comfortable flying with COVID. I'm not there yet. And that saddens me, but it makes my heart glad to know when I am ready, they will welcome me with open arms. And they love my music, and they will include it whenever, wherever. And Uncle Rufus is going to be on the big screen. So, yeah. So I got to come up with something good for that.
Okay, we can't wait to. And I was getting some. There it is. Can we still see? Can we still see Chase Street? Is that still out?
If you go to Amazon Prime, I believe you should be able to see. I think they had 2 series up there.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I'll say, reach out to Nate Banks, find him on my page. He's so down to earth. You reach out to him and say, hey, I would hope that you would want to bring him on your platform and say, how did you come up with this? You wrote this. Him and Denny Brown, they wrote it. They just said, hey, now imagine that, being from an inner city and you having a dream of having your movie and your television show for the world one day. And it comes to pass. And they're doing it. They're not stopping. And I'm so proud. I'm just so proud. And they're proud of me, which makes me just want to keep on going too. So I will say, if you can do something for somebody, do it.
Do it. That's right.
Because I did it from my heart. And now they want to make sure I'm all right.
Right.
They won't forget me. So yeah, find folks that are doing things that you can get behind and offer, say, what can I do? I send messages when I see people on live, talking about a show they have coming up, a movie they just did, and they're on Netflix and they're live and all their fans are, we love you, da, 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 da. I'm saying, could you tell me who your music supervisors are?
That's right.
I would love to contribute to your movie, to your project, to your show, to whatever. Right. Indie artists, let's do that. Let's do more of that. They start to say, who is this person still?
And you offer that, Whittington. And real quick, could you, the platform that you provide on Clubhouse, for indie recording artists, people like myself, radio personalities. Can you tell them about that real quick?
Yeah, so on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I have a Clubhouse chat room for indie artists for exposure, DJs, and interviews. That's the main focus, but everybody is starting to pour into the room. Poets, doctors, we have Dr. Graham with her book, Nia the Germinator, and it's just going, going, going. People are still DMing me. What is that book? Where can I get it? And things like that happen in there. We talk about all types of things and growth of the indie artist. I love how Chef came up with the idea to go and do a Zoom session. You know, maybe 1 week we won't be there. We'll actually be live to give indie artists an opportunity to see how they look on camera, to hear themselves, to see, you know, why they may be hesitant to interview. There are lots of reasons why some of the indie artists aren't more out front, and they may need to brush up on some skills. Some that are already polished just may need the exposure. So it's all about that. It's all about that.
It's a lot of fun, everybody. It's a great conversation, and you can meet I've met some great new friends, and I just want to say thank you so much in inviting me, and it's truly been a blessing. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love it when people get off of there after their first time. They always come back, but the first time and they're like, you don't know, that was a blessing. You don't know what I was thinking, what I was about to give up on this. I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do next, but thank God for the room. So I say, to God be the glory, because that idea came to me one Saturday morning, and I opened my eyes and I had a message of create the room, they will come. I said, who wants to come and listen to me? People tease me about how I speak. They say I talk too slow. It sounds like I'm singing when I'm talking. Who wants to listen to me? But I got that message to get the room and make it for the indie artists. So you'll see who all else will come, and it will grow and it will benefit not you. It's not about you, Whittington. It's going to benefit a lot of other people, and that is what it's doing. And I'm just so honored. I'm thankful. I'm thankful when my creator can think that I'll listen, be responsible, and do what he's asked me to do. That makes my heart glad. Yeah.
Yeah, and as I always tell people, you know, the doors of the church are open. Whittington still has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Whittington, what about this? If I were to Google Whittington Steele, say in the next 10 or 20 years, what do you want it to say about you?
So it's obvious that you don't know how old I am, and we're going to keep it that way. But if God allows me another 20 years, that would be wonderful. So it would say that I was a trendsetter, or am a trendsetter if I'm still around. A living legend. That's what I always see when I think about myself. Like, I want to be a legend. I won't be forgotten.
Right.
For many reasons, it won't just all be about myself. It'll be the people who I help to feel like they belonged, and what they were doing was important, and that they had a reason for living. See, I had to tell myself that there was a reason for me to live when I didn't want to. So I can use that same voice, my own voice, that got me out of that. And now I'm just sharing it in any way, shape, or form. And I'm seeing people come back to life almost. And that is a blessing. So yeah, they're going to say that Google is that's going to say a lot. That Wikipedia is going to be long. I tease friends and say, I want you to speak at my eulogy. I want you to speak.
All right.
Especially ones who know me and they can just color me so well, like you do. You know, I was in the back and I was like, oh, there's another guest? You were talking about me.
You know, I love me some Whittington Steele. I talk about you all the time to friends, and I remember when you came on WVAS, the after our conversation, and a lot of times when we're on, sometimes radio, we're time, we're watching clocks. I have to get ready for NPR news and so many other things. And after that, the vice president of university, he called and they was like, Jazzie, who is that you're having that conversation with?
Oh,
We love her. We've got to get her here to Montgomery, Alabama. And I said, well, I'm sure when things open back up and the pandemic,
absolutely.
she will be more than happy to
Absolutely.
embrace her presence here in Montgomery, Alabama. And on that note, Whittington, what can we expect from Whittington Steel next? Anything?
So project 617 needs to be completed. So I've released the 5 singles and I need about 7 more. I'm working on 3 at a time. But now the engineer and musical genius Demetrius Richardson, Jimmy Brown have made it so that I can have equipment right here at home because they don't want me to stop. They were like, we understand you don't want to travel right now. Rightfully so. So we're going to go ahead and ship you what you need so you can keep on. And I said, you know what? Good enough to do that. At least I can come and get it. So instead of flying, I drove 8 hours to North Carolina.
Okay.
And while I was there, I felt comfortable enough to record Why Are You Here? How fitting. How fitting is that? And got to see my equipment and get a tutorial in person, as well as the tutorials that they created for me to watch so that I can just sit and watch every single move I'm supposed to make in order to create whatever I want to create. And they made sure that I have everything that I could possibly want. I don't even know how to operate it all of the software, but I have people who are saying, look, video me. And Jimmy Brown's always like, whatever you need, Whittington, you call me. But I want to also show them that I'm so appreciative. I'm willing to take the time to watch the tutorials, to teach myself everything I possibly can, and then go ahead and lay down the tracks. And all I have to do is send them up to North Carolina, and we'll work back and forth until they're as perfect as I can get them.
Get that. What is
Yeah,
it? I love that.
So look for the complete CD. I wanted it done last year. I'm hoping that it gets done early next year. But for me, and I always say that, it's quality over quantity.
That's
So
right.
when it's released, it'll be right. And everybody is going to be pleased with the project. Yes, I want to do more voiceovers. I'm studying some of the avenues of the voiceovers and trying to see where my voice would fit. I'd love to find more movies and shows, commercials, whatever that I can contribute music to. That's, to me, that's what I'm doing it for.
I
Yeah.
love that. And let people know, Whittington, how we can continue to support you on this musical journey. Being an indie artist, it's a lot. You're not signed to a major label. A lot of times you're spending your own money. So it's important, start your Spotify playlist, Pandora, Apple, and buy the music. So let them know where to find your music.
Yeah, you can find the music on whittingtonstill.com. If you're not comfortable with that, go to the well-known Bandcamp. It's there. You can pay what you want for it. The price will start at one thing, and you can donate what you want just because you want to. You can download all 5 of them, which, I wasn't sure I was going to do that, but why not? So you have access to the 5. There won't be any more until the complete CD is done. So get to know those. Make sure you have them. You'll definitely want to make sure that you have that music. I'm telling you, you will. So yeah, go to the website, go to Bandcamp, go to iTunes, go to Amazon, wherever you can get music, stream music, purchase music. I'm there. I'm
You're
there.
there.
Yeah.
Whittington Steel is there, y'all. And if you all don't go get this music and download it, shame on you for
Amen.
not having Whittington Steel in your life. You need some music in your car and you need it in your house. When you have company, you need to be playing the Whittington Steel in the background, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whit, thank you so much, my friend,
Well, thank you.
for
Thank
gracing us with your beautiful gift. I tell you, her voice is like a vehicle for spirit. It will
you.
bless you
Thank you.
in many ways. And so a final word, a question I'd like to ask you, Whittington, is somebody watching this in 30 seconds, can you, young woman, young man, what words of advice and wisdom you can give them about pursuing their dreams and persevering?
The same advice as first guest. Don't give up. Don't listen to anyone who says, why do you want to do that? You can't do that. It takes X, Y, and Z to do that. And you're only at A, B, C. Well, who do you think is going to do that? Why do you think people would want to listen to? Don't listen. Because you're not doing it for them, right?
Right.
Do what makes you feel good. That's it.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, jazz, soul, R&B singer, songwriter, Whittington Steel. Thank you so much, Whittington, for being my guest on Artist Talk. You're welcome anytime. And could you hang around for about a minute or so?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jazzie. I'm so honored that you had me. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who was able to tune in and for your comments that I promise I'm going to go back and look at when I have my specs.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Whittington Steel. Wow, what another great show, everyone. Our special guest, don't forget to go to whittingtonsteel.com as well as K Ward Radio. Right over there, K Ward Radio, my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell twice. Go back and watch the replay. Some amazing guests and conversation on the show, as well as kwardradio.com, my website. Make sure you subscribe as well. Any artists that would like to be featured, send me your music. All of my information is listed there. My address. If you would like to support the show, no gift is too small. My PayPal, Cash App information is listed there as well. Join me each and every Saturday on WVAS FM 90.7 on Artist Talk. Again, thank you all so much for your support. This is Jazzie Kward saying thank you so much. Have a great rest of the week. Make sure you be kind to yourself and others. Have a good night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really want to know. I really want to know. My heart beats. Yeah. I really want to know. I really want to know. There are times that we know when we're wrong, but it shows, yeah. Artist talk.
It's the Jazzie Kward coming at ya.